This is the Var Room on Westman Studios. My name is Elikem, and we are back again to talk trending news as far as European football is concerned. I've got my guys in the studio. We'll look at Maresca and his hula baloo about defenders. We'll look at Sancho's situation. We'll look at Alexander Isak, always in the news. Then we'll go to Spain and see what's happening to Atletico Madrid. Guys, Kwabna, Nana Kwame, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there is a year we go.
There is a here we
go.
I don't know.
Eberichi Eze to Arsenal.
To where?
Arsenal.
But I thought it was
He was going to
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
I said this not landing derby this season. I promise you will be cracker.
But wait, we thought he was going to. And I
So
said,
just today, Arsenal just had to talk to him, and they've really convinced him. Arteta has been able to explain his project to him.
So Arsenal then
Tottenham.
pass back door, hijack the deal.
No, so is he previously? So that let's start with there's a conversation. Okay,
Let's start
so
with this. Go.
Previously, Arsenal wanted Eze already.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and it became dull because Arsenal felt like, like they've had their crop of players already, so it's fine.
They bought Madrid.
So that was when, so that was when Spurs came in, and Spurs was like, we want Eze. And we all thought Eze's last game for Palace was on Sunday against Chelsea, and we all thought he was going to Spurs. So yesterday, they even had training, and even some of the Sky Sports reporters also went there. They were like, he's going to Spurs. He was even having a training. He was laughing and other things. This morning, or yesterday evening, Arsenal reported that Kai Havertz has gotten injured, a knee injury. So Arsenal needs a replacement for him ASAP as soon as possible. And they checked, and they're like, we wanted Eze. Let's go for Eze. They spoke to Eze just today, and in less than 12 hours, they did like the transfer that Chelsea did for João Pedro. In less than 12 hours, a year we go, and Eze has accepted to go to Arsenal.
But Tottenham, why? Like Yelini said, it's the history of the Tottenham.
Is that what?
It's the history of the Tottenham. Even transfers, they're bottling it. How?
This season's not landing derby. It will be one of the best.
Nana Kwame. By virtue of this signing, has Arsenal further strengthened their grip as far as winning the Premier League?
Oh, yes. Eze is a very versatile player. He can play on the wings. He can play number 10. And he's very, very creative. Look, if you're a rival fan, you should be afraid, because to me, it unlocks Gyökeres. Because right now, there's somebody who can actively feed him rather than, Odegaard, to me, wasn't that much of a... we even saw it on...
in the game against Manchester
on a row.
Yeah.
Eze will bench Odegaard. Eze will bench Odegaard.
But Odegaard, or the banter name is Odegaard, is captain.
That is one thing that is
That's
really
the
only this thing. But if you are being real on the pitch and you want to be very sincere, Eze is far better than Odegaard.
In any case, you know who I feel sorry for?
Who?
Martinelli.
Yes, because he will be the affected
He'll be the
person.
scapegoat.
Yeah, the scapegoat.
Exactly. So that's why I wanted us to look at it from where Eze plays from and where he's going to fit in this Arsenal team.
Oh, he can play on the
As
left. He can play
as a
on
number
the
10. Yeah.
Because the rights there, even if they bring the clone of Messi in Pokra, Saka Bebo. So that's one there.
And I left in there.
The left is where Martinelli.
So you think it's Martinelli's position now that is under threat?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So Kwabna, Arsenal's chances for the title now is strengthened.
But they have Arteta, so don't worry about that.
And they've lost Partey.
It's
And
not
Zubimendi
it's not about Partey. They can bring all the world's players, but Arteta no on winning league.
Hey, if he wins league, they'll come for you, the Arsenal fans. Yo.
They can't do anything. Don't even come for me because don't win the league. So there's no need of them coming for me.
Your viewers and subscribers who support us now, you have heard him. If you win the league, he's here. Come for him.
So let's go to Chelsea. And Maresca has a lot on his mind. Just before, or just as the season was about beginning, he lost Levi Colwill to an anterior cruciate ligament injury. He wants defenders.
After spending, how many centre backs do Chelsea have? Let me mention
For me.
Colwill, Tosin Aderabioyo.
They are all injured.
They are okay. The brothers of distraction, Badiashile and Disasi.
Now Disasi or a player now.
Hey, now on player can motono.
Oh, I be a mistake. I be ultimate.
How is it a mistake?
Ultimate player by mistake.
How is it a mistake?
Oh,
how is it a mistake? No. So are you saying that for Winstanley and Co. No,
You can't always have transfers right. You can't always have transfers right. And we thought Disasi was a player that will help, but Disasi me training kakametu.
So to err is human. Is that what you're saying?
That is it.
Okay. Then that Argentinian guy, Ansel,
He's a young player, so he's now getting to know.
You brought him in a few weeks ago.
How he's playing as a left back?
He's playing as a left back. I'm looking at the central defensive position. But that is crying out.
Center.
I'm sure you will talk for Fana. For Fana.
And then I even forgot. Thank you. For Fana, that was brought in for what, 75 million Great British pounds from Leicester City. They mocked Man United. They mocked Man United for bringing in Maguire, who former Bogatanga MP, Honorable Isaac Adungu, compared to a former vice president too.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Maguire, who was playing for Manchester United.
So he compared it to himself, Senana said.
In the sense that at that time Maguire was scoring own goals. So he said Baumia was also scoring political own goals. But I digress. You bought for Fana for £5 million less for him to get injured. I hear he's the most expensive ambulance in history.
Ready.
In any case, see, all I'm saying, I've mentioned 6 centre backs. You have lost 2, you are complaining. What should Liverpool say?
2, who and who?
Chaloba, Tosin. Mr. Chaloba. Kowo and Tosin.
But Achille is also injured.
But Achille hasn't come back.
Fofana is not fully fit. So about like 4 or 5 of our central defenders. They are not fully fit.
That is why he's crying for defenders.
Yeah, so we'll get defenders.
So
we have the money.
Is it justified?
Yeah, we have the money.
In any case, you don't even have to spend any money. I have the defender for you. Perfect.
Which defender?
Victor Lindelof.
Oh, Peno.
Straight from Manchester United.
Utim Peno. Mina Peno. Utim Basa we mo Peno. Na mina Peno. Ona utim Papa Ben wo na omu. Utim Papa Ben pa na omu. Utim Papa Ben pa na omu. Apart from Cunha, any set score no dia kan ina Papa any Bruno Fernandes. Ya kan ina Papa bi animu.
It's okay. I just suggested somebody.
There be no.
I just want to
United fan they talk and then they pass me because you need the love no. Papa Ben obo. Need the love.
He's captaining Isak, Gyökeres, and who? You figure out what?
So wait, guys, calm down for me. I want a simple answer. Is he justified?
Yeah, he is
asking for defenders
Yes.
because he lost one of his key defenders.
Yes,
I side with the board saying that they are looking internally. We saw a champion against the Crystal Palace.
So for you, he shouldn't be backed in the market to go and splash money to bring any defender.
Well, whether he's backed or not, my opinion doesn't count because in New England, they can decide to. They've already decided to spend how many 1.3 billion in the last how many years. So whom am I?
So I just feel like the reason why they want Maresca wants a new centre back is because Koa, although he plays as a centre back, gives some splitting passes to forwards line. So we didn't see that when George Champon played. Fine. George Champon played so well against Crystal Palace. He was my man of the match in that game. But you could see he's a young player coming up. And most of the central defenders that play for Chelsea don't really play those splitting passes Koa does. So that is why Chelsea wants central defenders. The likes of Antonio Silva, who plays for Benfica. There are other centre backs that I feel like Chelsea can also go in for. But it's very difficult at this point because at this point, if you want a centre back, you have to get a correct one. He wants a CCB. So that is very difficult to get.
For those who don't know, there's viewers who don't know, what is a CCB? Please?
So he's a player that mostly can play as a centre back. So he's not necessarily being a left or a right. But if he plays both, there's no problem about it. He can play both sides, so both left and right. So for
another suggestion could be Jonathan Mensah.
Anyway, so for you, Maresca is justified. Yeah. For you feel they should still look.
Yeah. They should look internally.
Anyways, let's look at another topic that is trending. We woke up to the news, or before we went to bed, Alexander Isak was part of the players in first 11 as far as the PFA team is concerned. He came, and then all of a sudden he dropped a bombshell. Guys, briefly, let me just run by you what he said. He said, I'm proud to be recognized by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League Team of the Season for 2024-2025. First and foremost, I want to thank my teammates and everyone at Newcastle United who has supported me along the way. I'm not at the ceremony tonight. With everything going on, it didn't feel right to be there. I kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what was really said and agreed behind closed doors. Now, here is the thing. The reality is that promises were made, and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is the best interest of everyone, not just myself. Alexander Isak.
We dare say you political lines will change is
and to make or to add source to injury. Newcastle United have responded. Now listen to their statement. We are disappointed to have been alerted to a social media post by Alexander Isak this evening. We are clear in response that Alex remains under contract and that no commitment has ever been made by a club official that Alex can leave Newcastle United this summer. We want to keep our best players, but we also understand players have their own wishes and listen to their views. As explained to Alex and his representatives, we must always take into consideration the best interest of Newcastle United, the team and our supporters in all decisions, and we have been clear that the conditions of a sale this summer have not transpired. We do not foresee these or those conditions being met. This is a proud football club with proud traditions, and we strive to retain our family feel. Alex remains part of our family and will be welcomed back when he is ready to rejoin his teammates. Pamna, there's fire on the mountain.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire. And I 90% side with Newcastle. I don't side with Alexander Isak.
You feel he didn't handle this
So
well?
I overheard today that Alexander Isak had a gentleman's agreement with the former minority shareholder of Newcastle, that is Amanda. And she's no more with the club. And the gentleman's agreement he had with her was that when any club comes in, or any big club comes in, he will leave. Now the woman is no more there. So there was no written contract, no written agreement that when anything happens, I will leave. Unlike Inigo Martinez of Barcelona, who had a contract and it was written in the contract paper that if any club comes in, they'll have a gentleman's agreement and leave. For Alexander Isak, it was just a verbal agreement, and a verbal agreement is not binded by law. So it should have been a written agreement, like a contract, so that everything will be solved. But that wasn't done. Secondly, Isak, you want to leave. That is so nice. I understand him very well. But the reason why he doesn't want to put in his transfer request is that loyalty bonus, ebobono.
He still has 3 years left.
Yeah, loyalty bonus, ebobono. Mostly when you put in your transfer request, loyalty bonus, ebobono. So you don't get the loyalty bonus from Newcastle. So it's the club that has to sell you or anything. That is when you get a loyalty bonus. So that is why he doesn't want to put in a loyalty bonus. So best thing is that you have contacts at Liverpool. Call them and tell them that Liverpool me power chop, me person me about team. Do every way you can be and come and get me at Newcastle. If it is you paying in the next 4 years, next 3 years, come and do it and just take me out from Newcastle. This is so simple. You are under contract, so you don't have to behave that way.
Are you saying he should do like Garnacho?
Oh yes. No, like call them. No, you see the way Garnacho is like. Bayern Munich came, I want Chelsea. That's why the way I've spoken to the Chelsea people are so convinced that no matter what Garnacho I have to buy. But Chelsea, I hope person talk Garnacho 25 million pounds. Only a wicked
So you feel
they are not serious.
Newcastle as a club are justified.
Oh yeah, I agree with Newcastle. Everything.
Newcastle are justified wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But the statement you mentioned, no, they said what on their terms.
Yes.
On their conditions. What are their terms? 150 million.
Yeah.
Plus replacement. Well, they are for 150 million, because I don't foresee Liverpool being willing to pay the 150. They don't have a replacement yet. As we stand, they have only one striker, William Osula. He's not good enough. They went all around. Cunha, Edidinti, Anfa.
Joao Pedro.
Anfa. Joao Pedro, Anfa.
Ekitike.
Anfa. Ekitike, Anfa. Chesco. And then, how many else are you going to take? This reminds me of a young boy who just got rich, but still all the girls are still rejecting him. How? How, bro? They still don't have a replacement yet. So I do not know who they are going to get, whether it is Jackson, Hoyland, or Kwame Puku. Whoever it is, they do not have it.
Yeah.
So from what I gather from you both, Newcastle is firmly
Yeah.
justified.
Yeah.
Let's go to Manchester United. There's something happening with Jadon Sancho. Now, what's happening?
Hey, Sancho, them don't know. Sancho. Mwah.
What are they saying?
Hey, me now make it £250,000 a week. I should go to another club and go and take 125,000, 150. Go. I'll stay at the club and take £250,000. Whether you like it or not, you have to pay me. If I'll sit at the bench, sit on bench for 5 years or 2 years contract left or this thing, I'll sit. I agree with Sancho.
Wait, I have a question. What Docho was
Oh, no, they can stay. But we'll convince them. Like Sterling. Sterling is also taking a lot at Chelsea. So, no, for Sancho, I just feel like Bon Wabre on Bobo. So he wants is the money that he's so focused about. So how things are going. I mean, you've not branded your player for a Saudi club to want him.
You say how do you want them to brand?
I said what? How do you want them to brand? Casa and the way you do things. Chelsea, Renato Vega. Chelsea to me, the Casa. They thought Renato Vega £12 million. Yeah, ton 25 million euros plus 4.5 million add-ons. Team we won't pay Team Papa S champions.
What's your take? What's your take on the Sancho situation?
Sancho's situation is described by one word.
Which
greed.
Word is that? Who is the greedy person?
Yeah, Sancho.
I won't even say he himself. I'll take partly his representative. Because I read somewhere that Roma, a couple of days ago, agreed
a loan deal.
Agreed a loan deal.
Yeah.
And were willing to match his demands.
Yeah.
But the agent said a few commissions. Something small for them. And you know these Italians. Kilentia. Good. Omuntia. And that is what is holding it up as far as Roma is concerned.
Yeah.
Now, Dortmund naba, what's the derby? Juve, what's the derby? Roma and so a problem. And where do you want to go? House of folk, Kotoko.
And that's all better.
Bibiani goal stars on tonight.
Under 21 and under 19 and over.
He would he would train with on Malaysia ne Nasefon. They will train there. Those who, if you don't want to play, if you want to miss the World Cup next year, fine. No problem.
Anyways, guys, let's zoom in straight to Spain, and I want us to look at Atletico Madrid briefly. Guys, I remember just after Atletico Madrid's exit in the Champions League last season against Real Madrid, Clement Langley came out to meet the media, and he said, point blank, that look, the team I left behind in the dressing room, they are still in a state of shock after Julian Alvarez's penalty had to be retaken. They were knocked out. It looks like clearly Atletico Madrid still hasn't recovered. They lost their first game of the season under such bizarre conditions against Espanyol at the RCD Stadium. Now, what's happening to Atletico Madrid?
Simeone, has any time as son. That's all. After the season, he just needs to leave. Oh no, he's a very good coach, but as any time as son, he has to just leave because as a Wabre, like he has won at Atletico Madrid.
He's won the league,
won LaLiga
title. He's played in Champions League
finals.
He's won the Europa League.
And one player that I'm so hurt for is Julian Alvarez. Like the player is a top-notch player that I feel like Atletico Madrid and Fatano, he has to go to some big club, or no big club and a Fatano. Julian Alvarez.
The Atletico fans watching will be angry with you. Are you trying to belittle their club?
Oh no, I be Oko Spain and Real Madrid and Barca. Atletico Madrid there.
Hey.
Oh.
Now, Kwame, is it a clear case of the coach having had enough and there's nothing more to expect from him? Or because he's been backed in the transfer market last summer, this summer as well, Atletico Madrid has spent big.
Yeah.
Diego Simeone still remains the most expensive coach in the world. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
Has he seen enough? Is it time to move on? What's wrong with Atletico Madrid?
Simeone, no, he's starting to give me African dictator vibes.
Which one is that?
Mugabe kind of vibes.
Apostle.
You came in 2010.
He joined in 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
14 years in the job. That is unheard of in modern football.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
in the whole world, I think he's the most. Both in, Didier Deschamps would be the only one who would compare in terms of length. Jamie Carragher said something, and he said it to, who was it? Was it Casemiro or something? Leave football before football leaves you.
Yeah. It was Casemiro.
Let me paraphrase it for Simeone. Leave Atletico before Atletico leaves you.
So
He has started, leave when the applause is highest. You have done your bit. Retire. Let somebody, or leave the club and go somewhere else. Let somebody take over and hold the fort. But in any case, I don't blame him. Atletico themselves are quite scared because they've seen countless examples of teams trying to move on from long-time managers and have messed up. Thank you. An example is Man United. The great Alex Ferguson left. And who did you go and bring? David Moyes.
Team Fon.
David Moyes. And even more recent example.
Ferguson to David Moyes.
And even more recent example, Brentford. Even though it's small, Brentford. Thomas Frank was in charge since 2018, 2019. Tottenham, unfortunately, from their perspective, took him. Kofa coach Bra, set piece coach. As for them, relegation, no them go. My advice to Simeone is simple. Leave before. Otherwise, what happened to Arsene Wenger in 2017? Remember what happened to Wenger out?
Yeah.
I don't know if the Atletico fans are brave enough to do that, but it could get there.
So for you, it's time to walk away rather than waiting and get the sack.
Yes, I think this season should be his last.
This is in for you.
Yes.
The last one.
Whether he wins or if he wins the trophy, he can leave. If he wins the league or champion, he can leave honorable. If he goes trophyless, Atletico's board should get balls, should get cojones, sack him.
Governor, you agree with him?
Yeah, I agree with him. I just feel like they have to just, if he doesn't do so well this season, he just has to win either the La Liga or the Champions League. Copa del Rey, maybe they'll consider, but if he doesn't win any trophy this season, he should leave.
Many thanks, guys, for being part of such an intriguing conversation. Thanks to you, Kwabna. Thanks to you, Nana Kwame. Always glad to have you guys on the show. And to you out there, as always, you can be part of us. Go to our YouTube channel. Always share your comments. Let us know what you also think as far as what we've discussed are concerned. And as always, more importantly, don't forget to subscribe. We need you as much as you need us. Guys, until we talk and meet again, take good care of yourselves and be good.